Hey guys! So, Ukrainian boxer Oleksandr Usyk is a true master in the ring. He's adept at aikido, has phenomenal speed, outstanding footwork, and quick combos. All these traits helped him become an Olympic champion, an absolute world champion in professional boxing, and break several records. The boxer broke the record of legendary American Evander Holyfield for becoming a world heavyweight champion the fastest. He earned his belt after just 10 months of professional boxing, while it took Holyfield 12 months back in 1986. Today we will look at 6 of Oleksandr Usyk's fights that gave boxing fans all over the world an unrepeatable experience. In his 10th professional match, Oleksandr Usyk fought Polish champion Krzysztof Gassiev for the first time for the WBO cruiserweight title. At the time of the fight, the Polish champion had a perfect 26-win record. Many people said he had an advantage thanks to his experience in the ring. Nevertheless, he was considered an underdog by boxing experts. Now, if you look at the two fighters in the ring, that first thing you notice is that they're both southpaws. Many specialists say that southpaws find it very uncomfortable fighting against other southpaws, so they typically box orthodox fighters. Don't forget that Gassiev is an experienced, reliable, and disciplined fighter. He doesn't get tired easily and is ready to go 12 rounds. Gassiev spends most of the fight on the offense, trying to put pressure on the challenger. Usyk spent time counterattacking, trying not to get stuck in the corner. Krzysztof got faster round after round, but he couldn't catch and trap his opponent in the ropes. The Ukrainian from the beginning was faster on his feet, attacked at various angles, kept Gassiev at a comfortable distance, and generally controlled the pace of the fight. After 12 rounds of a fairly one-sided fight, Oleksandr won by unanimous judge decision. In April 2017, Oleksandr Usyk won his second match in 6 months in the US against the upcoming undefeated fighter Michael Hunter. He spent his early fights boxing little-known boxers and earned an 11-0 record. In his 12th fight, Hunter won the vacant title for WBO cruiserweight champion. The Ukrainian didn't rush and watched his opponent, analyzing him, but by the 4th round he took charge of the fight and started being more aggressive, dealing devastating combos. In the second half of the fight, Oleksandr looked fresher and was able to deal body blows to Michael with little difficulty. In the 10th round, Usyk's advantage became overwhelming. One of his strikes knocked Hunter down, but he was able to get up before the end of the round. In the 12th round, the judges considered Hunter knocked down after a series of strikes from Usyk. He was able to get up and hear the final bell though. So Oleksandr Usyk was given a confident victory with a unanimous judge decision. In the same year, he fought Marco Huck in the quarterfinals of the World Boxing Super Series for the Muhammad Ali Trophy. Now it's worth noting that Krzysztof Gassiev had previously defeated Huck in a very hard fight. From the first round, Oleksandr took the center ring and started throwing body blows. Huck's best punch was his right hook in the 4th round, which Oleksandr laughed at and dealt a 6-blow combination, which made the German reel back. Usyk's strength and pressure made his German opponent fall back frequently, and sometimes Marco looked tired and confused. The bell at the end of the 7th round saved him from an early defeat. It seemed like Usyk could end the fight at any moment. After several colorful episodes, he finally did end it in the 10th round. The public paid tons of money and got an amazing fight. Thanks to this victory, Oleksandr defended the WBO title 3 times and went on to the World Boxing Super Series semifinals. In his fight with Murat Gassiev in July 2018, Oleksandr Usyk entered boxing history. In the final fight of the World Boxing Super Series, in addition to the Muhammad Ali trophy, all 4 main champion belts were on the line. Let's look in detail how Oleksandr Usyk was able to technically dominate the fight. Usyk as a boxer doesn't rush to start the fight, but in this fight, he couldn't wait even a single round. He was well prepared and knew how to neutralize his opponent. He began constantly using his jab to measure the right distance. Additionally, he changed his attack angle several times and rotated towards the right with his feet. He used his right hand to gradually make feints up and down while breaking Gassiev's rhythm and timing. Murat was ready to break Usyk. Starting with round 3, he realized that after Usyk's jabs, he would often favor the left of his body. Also, when Usyk was moving towards the side, Murat started throwing body shots. This didn't affect the battle's pace, but it made some problems for Usyk and made him make some adjustments. Gassiev employed various tactics during the match. Usyk was simply superior in this regard. Murat's best moment came in round 4, after one of Usyk's jabs when Gassiev hit Usyk in the head, not the body. Beginning in round 5, Usyk's superiority became clear. He had fully adapted to his opponent and began grounding Gassiev in combinations. In the second half of the fight, Usyk's activity increased and Gassiev's activity decreased. In the final rounds, Usyk was just playing with the undefeated boxer with 2 championship belts. It wasn't particularly difficult for the judges to pick a winner. One judge gave every round to Usyk, and the other 2 judges awarded Gassiev just 1 round. Before the fight, many people predicted Usyk's victory, but almost no one could predict the absolute domination in the fight over such a strong and threatening opponent. So that's how Usyk became the first boxer in history to unite the 4 main cruiserweight championship titles. After his victory in the World Boxing Super Series cruiserweight finals against Murat Gassiev, Usyk announced he was ready to transition to a heavier weight to fight Englishman Tony Bellew. It was only the 4th match in boxing history when all 4 championship belts were on the line. Usyk was extremely careful early in the match. He didn't force anything but tried to adapt to his opponent. Bellew successfully counterattacked and dealt even blows to Usyk. Starting with round 4, Oleksandr began to adapt to his opponent. He hit Bellew in the head with a left hook that made him step backwards. Tony's counterattacks weren't as sharp and his footwork slowed down. It was clear he was getting tired. In round 8, Bellew began to get tired and Usyk finished the match with a powerful left hook. This was Bellew's last match in his career, and it was Oleksandr Usyk's last match as a cruiserweight. With this fight, he completed a series of 6 victories in a row for championship titles in his homeland. In September 2021 in London, Oleksandr Usyk fought a title match against the unified world heavyweight champion, WBA, WBO, IBF, IBO, English boxing superstar Anthony Joshua. Amazingly, both boxers are gold medalists from the 2012 London Olympics. Despite his status as the challenger, Oleksandr from round 1 had a clear advantage, easily countering Joshua thanks to his mobility, hand speed, and outstanding defensive technique. Joshua tried to work his jab at a distance, but clearly didn't have time to react to his opponent, missing many strikes and sometimes looking completely helpless. In the 6th and 8th rounds, the champion landed several powerful blows, but that didn't affect the match overall. In later rounds, the fight turned one-sided. Joshua couldn't do anything to resist his fresher opponent, and sometimes swam from missed strikes and exhaustion. In the last seconds of the 12th round, Usyk dealt a multi-strike combo to his opponent's head and was very close to an early victory, but the bell saved the Englishman from a knockout. In the end, all 3 judges gave Oleksandr Usyk the victory. He took all the championship titles from Joshua, and became a unified champion in 2 weight classes. To the absolute heavyweight champion, Oleksandr only lacks the WBC title, which is held by undefeated Englishman Tyson Fury. Well, that's all for today. Leave a like and comment. Let me know what you learned from this. And would you go in the ring with Oleksandr Usyk for $1 million for 1 minute? I don't even know if I could survive that. Anyway, we'll see you again next time.